There ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Enjoy the show, ho.
So there was this article on January 18th headlined, "Are Lamar Jackson running quarterbacks doomed to slip in big games? Here is what the last 10 years tell us." It starts off by saying when Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens fell flat against the Buffalo Bills on Saturday night, missing out on a potential AFC championship bid, they didn't just drop out of the playoffs. They also reignited a big picture questions about the sustainability of their run-heavy offense, which relies more on Lamar Jackson's legs than his arm. On an even broader scale, Jackson's latest postseason defeat raises a question about the quarterback position in general. Are running quarterbacks doomed to fail in big games? Now, the article is pretty tedious, but I will link the article in the description below. But I'll give you guys a brief summary about the middle of the article and towards the end. It basically goes over, athletic quarterbacks' records in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl over the last 10 years. Then it gets into running quarterback archetypes, and towards the end, it states that mobile quarterbacks over the last 10 years have not been great or bad in the playoffs, just average, based on the record that I'm showing you right here. Now, the reason why articles like this or questions on why mobile quarterbacks struggle in big games, the reason why those questions annoy me is because of the logic in that question. Whether you are a mobile quarterback or a traditional pocket passer, if you are a good quarterback, you're just a good quarterback, no matter what the circumstances are. Russell Wilson is a good mobile quarterback that wins in big games, not because he's mobile, but because he's a great quarterback in general. The same thing with Drew Brees. The reason why he's very good is not because he's a pocket passer, but because he's a good quarterback. But every time a quarterback like Lamar Jackson loses in the postseason, the media want to blame it on his style of play, when in reality, we've seen Kaepernick inches away from winning a Super Bowl in a run-heavy offense that primarily used the pistol. Now, if you want to talk about a pure running quarterback like Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Colin Kaepernick, and Cam Newton, the NFL only has 3% of quarterbacks that play with that style, maybe 4%. I don't know if my math is right. But of course, their failure in big games will look more dramatic because they are the minority in the NFL. Whereas your traditional drop back passer, it's like 80, maybe 70% in the NFL. And that's why guys like a Kirk Cousins or a Matthew Stafford or a Andy Dalton can fail in big games and the media can give them a pass. Why? Because there's so many drop back passers, they're given more opportunities. That's the only reason. There is 32 teams in the NFL. If you had 50% pocket passers and 50% mobile quarterbacks, I guarantee you mobile quarterbacks will have more chances to be successful because they would have more opportunities. But that's not how the NFL works. Now, recently, the NFL is starting to become more accepting of athletic quarterbacks. But historically, the NFL favored the Chad drop back passer, 6'5", 230 pounds. That was the face of the NFL for the longest time. The media always has an excuse on why the mobile quarterback can't succeed. First, they're injury prone. And we all know last year I debunked that theory with scientific evidence. There was no evidence proving that mobile quarterbacks are more injury prone than pocket passers. Now notice how guys like Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, and Kyler Murray are so durable despite taking so much punishment. The media is aware of that. So now they say, can a mobile quarterback win the big game? You see how the argument keeps changing? A run-heavy offense can't win you a Super Bowl. Guess what the media never tells you? In NFL history, no quarterback has ever thrown for 5,000 passing yards and won a Super Bowl in the same year. The truth is, you have to be balanced on offense.
Until next time, Pigskin foes and heroes.